Once again, welcome friends and family. I'm Manawa as the lead boy of 2019.
Kia ora, my name is Ariana.
And we've been given the pleasure of giving the valedictory speech before we present our new year students for 2020. Class of 2019. Where do I start? Where did we start? Look at us now and look back at us in year 9. All I can say is we really did start from the bottom and now we're here. Started from the bottom and now the whole team here. Well, most of us. Here tonight is some of us graduating, and over the years we have other friends who decided to finish school early and take a different path. For those out here tonight, we acknowledge them and we graduate for them too. So that's 5 years gone, and that's gone in a heartbeat. I guess time really does go by fast, and I'm only afraid it'll only go faster once we get older. Looking back in year 9, we walked onto Te Whānau on the way as strangers. 5 years later, we leave as family. If there's one thing I've learned during my time at the school, to become older and wise, you must first be young and stupid. Think of all the phases and trends we went through. In year 9, there was the message your crush and she left you on red, so you have to reply, oh sorry, that was my cousin. There was the whip and nay dance moves, the sleepovers before Saturday footy and netball, and forgetting your PE gear. Nowadays it's partying, binge drinking, and TikToks. Where did the time go? I'm gonna miss balling up with my boys on the court at lunchtimes and skipping calculus to play basketball. It's sad to think we might have shared the court for the last time and we didn't even know it. People come and go, and people go their separate ways, but the memories stay forever.
As we look at our year this year, we see that each and every single one of us have grown out of that 12 phase. Well, most of us have grown out of that 12 phase and have become mature and independent people. This year has been a year of growth, development, and a year where we have found ourselves as individuals. When we look back at our 5 years, our past 5 years, we can see all the changes that we've made to become the people that we are today. However, there does come a time when we must say goodbye. But when we depart from the school, we will always remember the good times and the bad and the ones that build us. You see, we may have gotten here to year 13s as an individual, but we wouldn't be here without the help of our teachers. There are those who have helped us individually and personally, but it was the hard work and genuine care of all the teachers that helped us succeed in our high school life. Whether it was by saying a simple thing like, hey man, can I help you on anything? Or a motivational quote like, you better box your face or uppercut yourself. You see, we really do appreciate all the aroha and love that you give to us. And in the end of the day, it just builds out a character and builds us as individuals. So we're extremely thankful for each and every single one of you. So give them a thank.
Undoubtedly, it's been a hectic year for me as head boy. So initially, it wasn't my intention to actually go for head boy back in 2018, sorry. But I can easily say that this was the best decision I had ever made. This role meant so much more to me than just to have my name next to a title, have a blazer on my back and badges down my chest. It gave me a great sense of pride and privilege to be able to lead our school and be a voice for our students. It's been an absolute honour to uphold the Manawa Hakura, and taught me to grow as a leader in and out of school at home, in the community, and in my iwi. However, I could not have fulfilled my duties without my other heads, Kobe, Ariana, Reina, and Precious. We all brought our own unique strengths to the table, and together we were the recipe for a great team. Together there was no head girl, there was no head boy, but we were one. And I think us leading as a collective, that's what made us such a great team. So to you guys, Ariana, Kobe, Reina, and Precious, I salute you. There are many other things I wish I had done during my time as head boy this year, but I hope I have done enough to enhance my mana within this school and earn the respect for my students and my students and the staff. I look forward to seeing the next year's students thrive next year, and with this year's candidates, I can say that our school will be in great hands.
When I started thinking about what it was I wanted to say, I was completely blank. I don't know what I was going to say, who I was going to thank, or what stories were appropriate to tell here at this podium. But it wasn't until I was looking down at a blank paper where I realised that it's so hard trying to choose certain memories that we make at the school, and every single memory that we have is memorable. But I guess the one thing for me that was most memorable was being able to watch all of us, include myself, Te Manawa, Precious, Reina, and Kobe, write our own stories and make our own mark in the school. As we reflect on our journey, us as Year 13s and Year 12s and 11s, we can all see the changes that have happened in our school. You know, like the good times. If we look back 2 years ago, we look back and see when the tuck shop was actually good. Some more good times when the gates were open. But there are past students here whose stories and journeys are completely different to ours. Where Tokoro High School was a totally different era, where students were around when Mr. Olsen actually had hair. Or did he ever have hair? I'm just kidding. I love you, Mr. Olsen. Good one. But it just goes to show how ever-changing Tokoro High School is. And it has been a privilege to be able to become a leader for our school and to embrace these opportunities. You see, it is the memories and people that have helped me shape who I've become today, that have helped shape who I've become today. In 2015, we came up with the idea to revitalise Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club is where we serve free food at intervals and lunch for all the hungry students, except the ones who were working were the hungry students, so we'd eat it before anyone else came, and we would hide the Nutella and the Nutri-Grains in the back. But it just goes to show that these were the things that were implemented to benefit our students. As well as homework class. Homework class, I believe, to be introduced in 2016, which was an opportunity where students could have some alone time with their teachers and crack down on their work and get their work submitted at the highest of levels. You know, I'm pretty sure everyone went there for the food, but that's okay, at least they were doing something. But you see, homework class was an opportunity that was worth taking. Yet again, it was to the benefit for the students. It is ideas and opportunities like this that inspired me to come up with ideas and create opportunities of my own as a head student for 2019. It has been a privilege to be called a head student of 2019, and it's only now, after my 5 years of high school, that I've realised that it's the ideas that we create, the opportunities that we take, is what determines the changes that we make. But yes, it comes to an end. Class of 2019, it is time for us to close this chapter in our lives and continue to write our own stories. So as we venture off and we go on to our future endeavours, we will know when we come up and collect our high school diplomas, paki paki, that it's time to say thank you.